Good afternoon, and welcome back to another edition of Fashion Flair Friday. It is the end of October already. Here it is, October 27th, and that means like next week is November. And you know what that means? That means holiday season is officially underway. Whether it's Thanksgiving here in the US, moving into Christmas and Hanukkah and so forth, we've got a lot of fun months or weeks ahead of us, at least for me. This is one of my very favorite times of the year. Now, how about it for you? Do you love to wear jeans? Tell me, do you love to wear jeans? Because if you do, that's what I wanted to talk about today, how you can take the comfort and the casualness, although they can be elevated, the casualness of jeans and really make them appropriate for a lot of your holiday gatherings. Now, I will say there are places that we aren't going to wear jeans. It's not appropriate. So if you've been invited to a semi-formal event, no, jeans are not allowed. But, we do a lot of holiday celebration with friends and family, whether it's in a restaurant or whether it's in one another's homes. And so while I want to be festive and, really celebrate the holiday season, I definitely am not going to put on a cocktail dress or, a sequin dress or anything like that. So that's why I thought this would be a fun topic today. So make sure you say hello and let me know you're here. What I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about the different washes of jeans, the color, light, medium, and dark value. I'm going to be talking about colors and fabrics that are available today. I'll also talk about all the different lengths that we see in the stores, as well as the shape of the leg. And of course, a lot of this is going to be dependent on your style personality as well as your body proportions. So, making the choices that are right for you is important, but also assessing what's in your closet. And do you ever go to the closet and you put something on that you bought and then you take it back off and then you try it again next week and you put it on and you take it back off and something isn't feeling quite right about it? Well, it could be any of the things that I just mentioned. So I'm going to go through and just very briefly, I mean, it's a big conversation. So I'm going to just touch on it today. And then if you have questions, you can get in touch with me and we can talk a little bit further. But I do like this photo that I found, and every single one of these women is wearing denim somewhere on her body, whether it be pants, whether it be her jeans, whether it be a jean jacket. And you can see every single one of these looks is very different. Okay, I got to make sure that I can see the photo so I can make sure I'm not getting it too close. Let's see, I can get it a little closer. And so you might gravitate to one of these looks over another. And that's what makes, style so fun because you can absolutely make it yours. So all denim looks, all done in different ways, different colors, different washes, different leg lengths, different leg widths, even a skirt there and a jean jacket. So that's where we're going to begin the conversation, just knowing that we get to decide what we want to do. All right, so let's begin with the different washes. Jeans come in all different washes, and these are the three most obvious: the light wash, the medium wash, and the dark wash. And yet there are ones in between these as well. So one thing I would just say to you is the darker wash is going to be dressier looking when you pair it for, the holiday season. The lighter wash is going to be the most casual. Also, think about your body and think about, is there anything that you might want to camouflage? So maybe it's your rear end, or maybe it's, a full upper leg. Well, the darker wash is going to do more camouflaging. The lighter wash will let you see more. So that is also one thing to take into account. So which wash do you have most prevalently in your closet? And do you have a combination? Because again, the light wash might be for more casual events or casual activities, the darker wash for the dressier. All right, now we also are going to see fabrics and colors. So these are a 5-pocket style jean, but they're not done in a denim. They are done starting here with the red. These are corduroy, and this time of year, fall and winter, we see a lot of 5-pocket looks done in corduroy. A fine whale corduroy, it almost in some cases will look like a velvet, a very pretty dressy sort of a look, but it can be made to look a little more casual like you see right here. But again, this is the corduroy as well, different color. And then this one is, okay, this is a black velvet. So 5-pocket style, but black velvet. Of course, it's going to be a really dressy look, isn't it, for holiday season. And then lastly, you may see the faux suede as well, or for faux leather. You also see faux suede that's going to look more like this one here. So do you have any of these in your closet already? Or might you want to add something for this upcoming season? I just happened to add the faux leather, and I'm going to do it with a lot of great tops that I already have in my closet. Thought that would be fun. I'm also very tempted, because I love red so much, I'm very tempted to do this one as well. So, only put things into your closet that really represent again, your style, personality, and the colors that you gravitate and the colors that you enjoy wearing. All right, let's see. I see I have some comments, so let me just see before I move on. Ah, Barbara needs some faux leather. Oh, yes, they're quite fun. And you're okay, you've got velvet 5-pocket jeans. Great. And yes, I do know you love your denim. I have a really difficult time with denim. I'm not a real denim person unless it's in a color, or unless it's in a faux, or unless it's dark. That's or unless it has little sequins on them, or, some little detail. So this pant, which is in gray, is what I wear with this little furry thing for the holiday. So that is one way of having a jean. I didn't pay a whole lot for these, and yet I found them probably on sale at the end of the season, and I just wear them all the time for evening look and paired with different tops. So, don't be afraid to have some fun with things that are embellished, or things that are embroidered, or things that are studded like that, if you can find them for a reasonable price. All right, so let's see, where are we? All right, so let's talk about the cut of the leg. Okay, so I have my more slender, models on this side, and more full figured models on this side. And what I just want you to see is that they are wearing the same cuts of jeans. By the way, I use Not Your Daughter's jeans for all of my pictures. I happen to wear these jeans. I really like them. And I love the variety and the multitude of options that are available in terms of colors, in terms of lengths, in terms of leg lengths. So go ahead and, go Google NYDJ, notyourdaughter'sjeans.com, and you'll see some of these photos. Now, every one of their jean styles happens to be named, so you kind of get familiar. Let's see here, what do we have? The slim leg, which you see right here, is called Sherry. All right. And then Sherry comes in a slim leg, but Sherry also comes in a slim, but it's got a little bit of a boot cut at the bottom. All right, so you can see here that depending on your body shape, you may prefer one length or one width. So for instance, this gal right here, full figured up here, wearing a slim leg, and you can see what it does. It makes her leg, taper down so far that really we focus on this area up here. So she is going to be better wearing something that's got a little more fullness down at the ankle, because then it goes ahead and it balances to the wider hip line. So that's what I mean by really understanding your body shape, your body silhouette, and knowing what jean is going to work best for you. Now, if you are tall and if you are long-legged, and you are pretty straight, as you can see right here, these slim legs are fine if you're going to tuck things in. Now, you can get away with a little bit more if you wear something out and over. So I do have these Sherry Slim. I do have them in black. And then I wear all my tops out and over. So just remember that, there are ways that you can always balance your torso or your silhouette depending on your body shape. The other thing you have to take into account is your leg length. So if you have short legs, then wearing a length that is too cropped or is too ankle length will just go ahead and emphasize the shortness in the leg. So, you're going to be better off having a leg length that comes down sort of like here with a short leg, because it gives you more length. So if you look at these two, you can see this shortens up the leg, this lengthens the leg. So length of your jeans are very, very important. You can also see just the different washes here, from the light to the dark, and then this gray. So if you have gray hair like I do, then, adding gray into the wardrobe really makes a lot of sense. All right, let me see if I have any questions here. Marcia says, I have a metallic gold reptile and a faux leather. Woohoo! You go, girl. That's great. And do you wear them just for holiday season, or do you like to wear them year round and pair them with different tops? Hopefully the latter. All right, so let's also talk about, so maybe I should also ask you, do you have a preference? Do each of you have a preference in your length? Do you like to wear a full length pant? Do you like to wear an ankle length pant? Or do you like to wear a cropped leg pant? And have you paid attention? Do you look in the mirror and do you see if that length is really right? Because sometimes we get caught up in what is the trend, but we don't take into account, well, what it's actually doing to our physical proportions. So that's really important to pay attention to. All right, let's also look then at some more cuts of legs. Now, these again are the plus size models and the non plus size. And these are all Not Your Daughter jeans as well. Oh, by the way, one thing I'll say about Not Your Daughter's jeans, you always want to buy one size down from what you normally wear. So if you normally wear a 10, let's say, you want to go down to an 8 in Not Your Daughter's jeans. They do give, they do have some stretch to them, and so you don't want them to be baggy. So when you put them on in the store, you may have to suck in your stomach and go a little bit, but guess what? Give it a couple of hours and it loosens up, or give it tomorrow and it's going to loosen up. So just make sure that you buy always a size down. All right. So what I wanted to show you here is that we have the straight leg jean, which is another one that I wear quite often. It's called the Maryland, and it's a straight leg. But then you can also, right now I've been talking about how the wide leg jeans are very, very prevalent. I'll also say, however, they're not the easiest thing to wear. So if you're shorter or if you have a fuller figure, they can add a lot of width and a lot of bulk. So be very careful. Again, just because they're on trend doesn't mean that we have to adopt them. So for me, feel like, the Maryland straight leg gives me enough fullness in the leg that, it doesn't look like I'm wearing slim leg. It doesn't look like I'm wearing skinnies, but it gives me enough. So how about you? And here again, now with these two women, plus size, you can say, see, this is the Maryland on a plus size woman. Does balance her pretty darn nicely. And then here is a Teresa, which is the wide leg pant. And because she is pretty full in through the hip, it actually works nicely on her leg, but also she has her top tucked into her pants. So that is what's helping this work for her. If she had a long tunic over this pant, it would make her look very boxy or very rectangular, if you will, and it would not be flattering. So if you have a waistline, you're in good shape because then you can go ahead and tuck in. But if you're like me and you don't have a waistline and maybe you have a little, muffin top there and you can't tuck in, it's not going to be a flattering look for a plus size. So cut of leg is really important. And I'm going to recommend that you spend some time in the dressing room with different brands, with different cuts, with different lengths, and really kind of test it out on yourself. Or go into your closet and pull all of them out, look in the mirror, try them on, and see which is the most flattering for you. And then go ahead and continue to invest in that particular look. All right, any more questions? Okay, Marcia says, and on the NYD, follow the washing instructions. Some are cold water and hang to dry. Okay, I don't follow the directions, I guess. I've never had a problem, I have to say, thank goodness. I put them in the wash, I put them in the dryer, but I don't dry them on hot, and I don't wash them in hot water. I wash them in cold. So Marion says, get them tight. Yes, she does. Get them tight. All right. Let's see here. What else did I want to tell you? Okay. So here are a couple of examples of what I think are, wearing your jeans and really dressing those jeans up for a casual holiday dinner or, out with some friends for a cocktail or a movie or whatever the case. So, she has got on her medium wash cropped. They could be ankle length. Some of the models that we see, they look cropped on them, but actually they're an ankle length, and it's just because the model is so darn tall that the ankle length becomes a cropped. But here's what I want to show you about booties. If you're going to wear a bootie and you are going to wear a shorter jean, we want to see some space between the jean and the bootie. We don't necessarily want it all to run into one another. I mean, it can, but this is a look, and you might think, oh, she got caught in the flood or whatever. But no, this is a look. This is a way to wear your shorter jeans with your booties, letting a little, an inch or an inch and a half of skin showing. So then just taking that jean, adding on a festive color in your top here, the red sweater, the turtleneck, throwing on, your plaid, which of course is very indicative of the holiday season or the winter season, all of the wonderful plaids we have this time of year. So if you're a plaid kind of gal, get yourself a plaid scarf. They're really quite fun. And then, you add on a jacket, a puffer jacket or a quilted jacket, add a little trim of fur on it, and now you've got a really festive but casual, fun look. But putting the pieces together so they work is what you want to start planning on now. So, getting in that closet now and really consolidating some things, trying things on, taking some photographs of yourself, and then looking at the pictures and saying, oh yeah, that's one that I'm going to keep for, this party or that party. I don't know about you, but a lot of parties happening again this year. I think everybody is very excited about, you know, getting back to somewhat normal. And some things I can wear a jean to, and there are a couple things I cannot. It wouldn't be appropriate. So think about that. Here is what I would call another very casual holiday look. Again, look at the plaid. It's not in a bright red, but it's in what, almost a oxblood sort of a color. I think that's just a fun look paired with her jeans, paired with, again, her turtleneck. Remember, we've talked about how important turtlenecks are for this particular, it's a trend for the season. It's a classic, but it's really a trend for 2023. And I think that's just a fabulous look. Now you can do something as simple as taking a medium to dark wash, pairing it with a beautiful blouse that maybe has some sort of lace or some sort of embellishment on it, and pairing it with a long boot, a tall boot, whether it's an over the knee boot or just below the knee, and really have some fun with that. Now, this is a way that you can take your skinny or your legging or your very slim jeans that maybe, I told you a month ago you should go ahead and fold up and put on a shelf and not be wearing this season. This is a way that you can use those pieces. So, stick them down in your boots and have some fun. So, footwear is very important for the holiday season. And of course, boots and booties are right there in a casual way to, you know, keep the cold out, stay warm, stay cozy, and look very stylish. So here is a way, now if we want to just ratchet it up a notch, and maybe you're more of an elegant dresser, maybe rather than a casual dresser, you can see she's got on the skinny jeans. They're tucked down inside her over the knee boot. She's got on her red sweater. She's layered on lots of pearls. There's her plaid in her gloves. And then she has on a cape that is trimmed in fur. And that's a piece that really you can wear all year, well, not all year long, but certainly for all kinds of different occasions, whether it's semi-formal or whether it's casual. But, very, very fun. And you can see I've done that with my faux fur. So I have a plaid on, you can see a plaid vest. I've got my turtleneck on. I've got my faux fur, and, worn with these fun little jeans, and the silver here in my necklace that ties back to the silver little studs that you see here. That's one option for me. So snap, I'm going to take a picture, and I've got one look that I will enjoy wearing. All right, let's see here. Betty, I always have to get my pants hemmed. Where should I get my jeans finished length relative to the top of my shoes or my boots? It depends on the type. It depends on the shape of the leg. It depends on whether you want to have kind of a more boyfriend or girlfriend look where you're going to roll them a little bit, or whether you want them to be cropped or whether you want them to be full length. So if you want them to be full length, I would say you want them just to hit the top of the boot, right at the ankle. You don't want them too long. You don't want a break in them. And sometimes what I find is if they do have a break in them, what I end up doing is I end up giving them a little cuff, or I give them a little roll. And for me, because I have a longer leg, that works really well. If you have a shorter leg, are we trying to elongate your leg, or are we trying to shorten your leg if you have a really long leg? So Betty, it comes back to, your proportions, and, you can always give me a call and we can talk about that. Okay. All right. So here is ways of adding dressy tops and pairing them again with, different types of jeans. So here you can see in the middle, here would be a woman who's got a long leg. She's cuffed her pant, cuffed her jean, and then she's wearing a long tunic in velvet, a tunic top, jacket, and top. Very elegant sort of a look. But pay attention to the footwear here. Open footwear so that we actually just for, holidays time, typically you're going to wear, if you're going to wear a shoe and not a boot, you're going to wear a pump. In some cases, you can wear an open sandal, or you could wear a flat, a ballet flat, depending on, again, how you proportion your pieces, how you put the look together, and what is going to be comfortable for you. So I think I've told you before, I'm kind of at the stage of life now where wearing heels, as much as I love the look and I would love to be able to wear them, I just can't wear them anymore. So I have to wear either a wedge, or I have to wear like no more than a 1-inch heel. And a block heel is even better because it gives me more stability. So, well, that's a bummer. So it is what it is. You have to think about that. So therefore, you've got to be able to take the shoe that you can wear and pair it with the shape of the leg and the length of the leg that's really flattering for your particular body. But I love the open sandal sort of a look on these models. So you can see from, a beautiful, this has got a little bit of a gold sparkle in the blouse, tucked in. She's got on a boot cut, great piece, wonderful earrings, wonderful jewelry. So accessories are really important this time of year. Whereas this woman, more casual in the jean, but what elevates it is the velvet in the jacket. And she also has accessories. She's got on a fancier, open toe sandal, and she's good to go. And so this would be what we would call a boyfriend or a girlfriend jean, just a little slouchier in the look, doesn't fit the thigh tightly like this one does. And over here, very similar to this one in that it's a boot cut, and she's wearing a sparkly sequin sort of a top blouse and more wearing it as a tunic. So festive, but adding the shoe, adding the earrings and the necklace or the bracelet is really kind of what elevates and really sets it apart. Here's a picture I wanted to show you. Taking the same top that you may have and pairing it with two different styles of jeans, pairing it with two different pairs of footwear, from a bootie to a flat. This could also be a loafer, which is very, very popular. And then changing out the accessories. So from the cordovan colored belt matching the shoe to just a very classic loop or hoop earring is one sort of a look, definitely more casual. This one now, because of the dressier earrings and a bracelet or a necklace, whatever the case may be, and then taking the flat shoe, it's a little dressier in its look. However, this jean to me looks dressier than this one because of the wash. So pay attention when you're buying your wash. What is your lifestyle? So what is your style personality? So again, for me, I gravitate more to the darker wash just because there's more of a formality to it. And that's where I'm most comfortable. If you're most comfortable in a sporty sort of a style and your lifestyle is that way, then you're probably going to go medium wash to light wash and have fun with it. All right, here is another example of, very similar top. This one here is got little gold lame sort of, or kind of a platino color. This is a gray velvet, both really pretty feminine styles, one paired with a darker jean and whiter jean. and one paired with a narrower jean and a lighter jean. But the thing that I love here is that number one, check out the different lengths of the pants, check out the different widths of the pant, and then also pay attention to what both of these women have done is they've added a fancy, an elegant sort of a handbag, whether that be a crossbody, whether that be a clutch, but having a bag that is got a little more sparkle to it for the holiday season is important. So whether that's gold for you, or whether that might be silver for you, I think that's important. So footwear and handbags are really important. So in other words, you don't want to just grab your black handbag and throw it on one of these outfits and out the door. So spend a little money. You can find these pieces all over the internet right now at very reasonable prices. So just elevating the look by spending, a little bit more money to really finish off the look is going to have you feeling a whole lot better and have you put together well. All right, let me see. Do I have any more questions? Let's see. Love Denim, Barbara says, with her fancy heels. Yes, I wish I could wear them because I love that look for sure. All right, lastly, almost lastly, I wanted to show you, here's another way of taking your jean and now pairing it with a beautiful jacket that's got some embroidery, or it's got some lurex threads in it, or maybe it's velvet, a burnout velvet. Something like this can take those jeans and you can see just uplift that whole look, whether it be a long jacket like this or whether it be a short jacket. So depending on your preference, you can find both of them out there right now, both long and short. And again, depending on your body, you will probably gravitate to one or to the other. I think both of these are beautiful. And look at the difference in the shoes. She is wearing a pointy toe booty, and she is wearing a heeled sandal. So depending on where you're going and what your style, personality, and lifestyle is, you might prefer one over the other. And lastly, I would say it doesn't always have to be a denim bottom. It can be a denim top. It can be a denim jacket. And one of the ways that you can elevate the denim jacket is by adding some bling. So whether you do it by adding the bling here with a necklace, or I love to do this where I love to take just, brooches that I've had for years and just start pinning a little collection right here, either on the collar or on the bodice somewhere, and have fun with it. Now you could also do something, doesn't have to be rhinestone. It could be something, again, that's festive. That would be, red of the season, or green, or gold, or something like this. You see that's got a little bit of, you can see kind of the little sparkly there, just like a crystallized stone in the middle. So, more casual for sure, but again, it reads a little dressier. So get into your jewelry stash, pull things out, see what things you could add to your jean jacket, or maybe to a suede jacket that you have. Well, you probably wouldn't want to pin anything on a suede or a leather, but you could do a great necklace. So pair these things together, take pictures and try them on, take pictures of them, and have a lot of fun this holiday season with all of your denim. So I'll just circle back here and see if there are any further comments or questions. I don't see anything. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope you're going to be thinking now of new ways of thinking about your denim for this holiday season. Have some fun with it. You know, I always say, play in your closet. Take a little time on a Saturday. Maybe it's only 15 minutes, but get in the closet, have some fun, and see what you can put together without having to go out to the stores and buy things. I know you've got them there, so you just need to pair them together. If any of you need any help in this area, by all means, I'm available for you to just contact me and we can, set aside some time and I can help you through it. So that's it for this week, my friends. I will see you back in a couple of weeks for the next edition of Fashion Flair Friday. Take care now. Bye.